They're sharks. 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 I thought it because this is very a very German influenced movie we're doing today.
Heavily, I agree.
Yeah, so that's why I went.
They're sharks. Yeah.
They're sharks.
I finished my can of Monster, so my brain is firing on all cylinders. Hopefully we can make sense of this one. Welcome, everybody, to SlashU.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Andy.
And we do a podcast. And we celebrate around the time Discovery Channel does their infamous Shark Week.
We also do.
We like to do it as well. We have some fun with some shark movies. And remember, if you got into the mix with us last week, Shark Side of the Moon, just wait for today. Hey, is this really a shark movie?
To a certain extent.
It does have it all. Zombie Nazis, flying sharks, gore, boobs.
It's wild.
It is a wild. It reminds me of a good Would You Rather.
Oh, please.
Would you rather get a tattoo of every insect you kill, even if it were an accident? So you have to get the tattoo of the bug. Or only eat blue cheese and maple syrup for the rest of your life.
Oh, my.
The maple syrup is in response to the Canadian fires that are affecting our community. I hope everyone's safe in Canada.
Yep.
But we're getting a lot of, we get a lot of that haze here. So
yeah, it's like a full-blown fog outside.
So just think about all the little gnats and mosquitoes, wasps, just accidentally.
Does the tattoo appear when I kill them, or do I gotta go somewhere?
Oh, no, it appears when you kill them.
Okay, I don't have to go to a tattoo artist and say, like,
appears.
hey, I killed 16 bugs this week. Can you tattoo each of them?
No, they'll just appear when you kill them.
Okay, I might do that then. Because blue cheese and maple syrup, I feel like my health would take a turn quickly.
Jody, when we were talking about this Would You Rather, because this was in our camping Would You Rather book, and I was like, that's kind of a good one, but she was like, I was like, what's the next question though? Would you rather do this or this? She's like, eat insects. And I went, no, because we know he would eat insects.
Because I ate one at the state fair.
Yeah.
The Wisconsin State Fair.
So I was like, every bug would you kill? Would you rather get a tattooed on you, or would you rather eat it?
Probably do the tattoo thing.
Still?
Yeah. I mean, the ones I ate at State Fair were all dried out and just crunchy. It wasn't even like bug juice. Like a big chewy cockroach.
Just think about, though, a road trip. How many bugs you kill on a road trip?
Oh, so like even the bugs that hit my car?
You killed them.
They're going to tattoo on my body? Wow. But blue cheese and maple syrup?
Dude,
I'm going to die in a year if that's all I eat.
How we know?
I don't think it's got the nutritional value to maintain.
Okay, I'll throw in some spinach.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do that. Good Lord. Oh, my God.
Hey, I hope people understand the premises of the movie. I mean, Sky Sharks doesn't really say anything. I mean, this is about German Nazi zombies that utilize sharks to fly in the sky.
If this is your first time watching or listening to a SlashU episode,
oh my God,
just want you to know it might not be a great point to just jump in fresh. Maybe go back and listen to something else. But we usually cover cheesy, campy slasher movies,
But we do Shark Week.
And so this week it's a shark movie. That's why we're not doing a cheesy, campy slasher. I just want to make sure to make that clear to anybody joining us for the first time.
I would say even if you're joining us for your second time or third time, go watch the movie.
This one's worth watching just for the absurdity.
A lot of it reminded me of Starship Troopers, You remember that? Like with the ads in the middle, like fight for your country, do well, and everything is great.
You're right.
I felt like with German techno, they use a lot of tech filters, like watching the movie through Tron glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is so tech driven, and it's very German too. Like, I want to see your, I don't know if that's
Du hast.
Yeah, yes.
And the neon lights when they do wide shots of the city. Everything's got like extra purple and yellow and red lights. I don't know that it really looks that way, but okay.
I think a better title of the movie, Andy, would have been Nazi Zombies and Their Flying Aquatic Beasts.
Okay. Yeah, I could get behind that.
Thank you.
I would have watched that. But I watched this one twice.
Yeah, this
Very exciting.
I guess we're going to get into it. Again, please bear with us. We do this for you. But Andy and I talked about the podcast, this one's particularly, because
confusing movie.
It was confusing as far as how the story is told.
It's got to be a German style, right?
I feel, wasn't it made in the U.S.?
I don't know. but it takes place in New York, part of it, but
it takes place all over the world.
All over the world.
It like rave
Last
music.
week we were doing Russian. Now we're doing German.
I don't know if this is German, but I'm trying my best.
All of the enemies of the United States.
Thank you.
From World War II.
Yeah, but we go back to
Just
Arnold.
Go right back to Arnold. Yeah, it'll always end up doing Austrian Arnold. I'll be back.
Do you have a Cliff Kill?
Sure do.
Oh my God, this will be good. So let's get into it, and we'll get into Andy's Cliff Kill. Notes. Brought to you by Little Debbie's. If you want a cute nickname for a kitty or a pony you just got, or a snack probably on any gas station shelf, grab or do a Little Debbie. And now let's get into it.
Low blood sugar? You okay?
Andy's Cliff Kill notes.
Thanks, Little Debbie. Little Debbie. Nick, I got a would you rather for you. Okay. Would you rather face off against Nazis, zombies, or flying sharks? Well, good news. You don't have to choose. Climate change is at it again. A melting glacier has thawed out a frozen Nazi laboratory in the Arctic. The result is the release of an old Nazi experiment with undead soldiers who ride flying sharks. Only Dr. Klaus Richter knows the truth about the laboratory. Dr. Richter and his daughters Diabla and Angelique must stop the sky sharks from terrorizing European cities before they take over the world and before Diabla turns into a zombie herself.
I think that's great. Let's just talk about the kill scenes, because there is no way you can do a kill count on this.
No way. There's so much blood and gore. Which, if you're a fan of effects, this is a good movie for that.
Yeah. And I was wondering, the effects are clearly CGI effects.
A lot of them.
Clearly, but I definitely dig. One of the kills reminds me of. I wasn't really into horror like I was now, but when I saw the movie Ghost Ship, a very similar scene to that. We will get to it. I love the juxtaposition, how this movie starts. It's before we get opening credits. It's a bored kid. There's a toy shark in a window, sky shark, but it's actually just pulls back, and it's just a little kid with this toy shark, sitting at the window seat in his aisle with his papa.
Yeah, on a plane.
Yep.
Yeah, he's playing. Is it Grandpa or is it Dad?
I think it's Dad, but he's watching a movie with a topless lady who's riding a frog.
A frog. He's watching like a cartoon of sky frogs.
Yeah, but those are good cartoon pubes.
Yeah, this lady's topless.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is just, there's all kinds of wacky characters on the plane.
That's what we get, like,
there's a nun with a gangbanger turned priest.
Yeah, a drunk Japanese businessman with a Texas accent.
He's really drunk. There's a guy who's like OCD counting and sorting peanuts by size.
Yeah.
For no reason.
And I love they have that song, Vamos a la playa. Oh, oh.
Let's go to the beach. Or we go to the beach.
We go to the beach.
Yeah.
Vamos a la playa. Oh, oh. So it's kind of like German meets Spanish techno.
A little bit. The pilots detect something on radar. Not much to it. There's also one dude who has a video camera pointed out the window.
And that's when we suddenly notice that there's a shark, Andy, flying in the fucking sky.
That's pretty crazy.
Even the kid next to his grumpy father notices the shark, and his dad likes, how is that possible? How could the shark fly? He is a sea creature.
They are creatures of the sea. Suddenly, they attack the plane. I did like how, so these are clearly zombies riding sharks in the air, and they shoot like almost like a bola-looking weapon, but in the shape of a swastika.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And it hits the plane
as a swastika.
As a swastika pattern, and they cut with torches and shit into the plane.
So zombies can now, Nazi zombies can now get onto the
plane. Yeah. Well, that's it. They get in there, and they just one of them, a couple of machine guns, just opens fire. I mean, it's mayhem. They attack the plane, cutting their way in, slashing and killing everyone in their path. It's gore galore.
It is fucking nuts.
And like, just, I don't know. I didn't go into great detail. It's just these zombies attacking this plane while it's flying, throwing people out. The sharks are eating them out of the air.
The sharks are headbutting the plane.
Yeah.
The kills are delectable.
Delectable?
Yes.
Oh. They just crashed the plane. That's really all it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, the first 10 minutes could have been the movie, in my opinion, and then I could have been, it's really a great kill scene. I could have been doing anything else. But
it's so cool. We go to New York City, and that's where we get our opening credits.
Techno era New York City, where it's a lot of drop beats and neon.
Opening credits over radio explaining that a plane crashed with a suspected terrorist attack. 157 passengers plus 7 crew members.
Yes.
164 people are already dead.
That's kill count.
That was the beginning and end of my kill count.
Well, that means there's got to be. I mean, there's probably at least
close to 200 something.
300. Yeah, like
because a lot of people die in this movie.
We only have 3 real characters in this film, to be honest. Godfrey Graves has 2 daughters that Andy mentioned in his Cliff Call notes, Diabla and Angelique. Angelique is driving through Rave Central. She pulls up to the investigation of ancient war engine.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that means.
Nope.
Her father, Godfrey, is in the building injecting a serum into his neck.
You just call him Dr. Richter.
Dr. Richter,
Yeah.
there you go. Age 115 years old. I guess this serum is going to make him 40 years younger?
The computer explains that he's physically 75, but technically he's 115. So he's been injecting this shit into himself.
To make him younger.
To stay.
To prolong his life.
To stay alive longer. They look at another video of one of the passengers, the guy who had a video camera on the plane. So they recovered that video. They watched a team investigating the crash, and that's where you get the 100.
Why were there boobs on the video, too? Did you see that?
I think the guy was shooting like a porno, but also shooting out the plane window.
That's a good point, too. Did you notice that to get into this building, Angelique had to scan her eye and submit blood?
Yep.
So, like, give yourself, like, a diabetes test, like, every time you enter this building. So, just want to let you know, that's...
Very secure.
Very secure.
Maybe a glimpse into the future, if you will.
Yeah, and that is the flight of the plane was NHL 234.
National Hockey League?
I was like, almost.
But that's where we learn 157 passengers and 7 crew. And Dr. Richter knows something's up with this.
Yeah, because he sent his other daughter, Diabla, to the Arctic. And this is where I'm glad you said in your Cliff Kill notes that space, that warship that has like a fist protruding from it, like a huge fist.
It's like Hammerschmish or something. Hischerhammer or something.
So she's there because of the accelerated thawing process. It's an old Nazi warship.
Yeah. It's somehow in the ice.
Yeah, and
frozen.
It's coming out of the bowels.
Yeah.
They have a highly motivated, dedicated team to figure out what's going on in this boat.
Right. It's just the receding glacier sort of uncovered it.
Yeah.
And Diabla is there. She's been sent. Doesn't like the cold. And they explain the glaciers expose more of this ship. It's got a big fist on the end in the bow.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. The bow. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Bend over.
Yeah, right. Nazis coming right up your butt.
There's a live feed that they're able to get into from the helmet cam from one of the people on the boat, but he's having sex. He's having Arctic sex.
Yeah, Arctic sex.
How did what?
Nothing.
Oh,
great band name. Arctic sex.
He's having Arctic sex. How impressive! I would not be able to get a Bjorner because there's a frozen head next to it.
It'd be really cold.
Yeah, I don't know if a Bjorner. I mean, it's cold. It's hard. It's hard.
This lady's really smoking hot. So maybe that was the motivating factor.
She's wearing high socks. Nikki-like.
So they tap into this helmet cam and can see this sex going on. But the guy having sex with the lady all of a sudden gets killed by like a zombie.
Yeah.
Some zombie comes and cuts off some big Nazi.
They do this a couple of times in this movie, and we've seen it before where you're having sex and they get killed. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me.
And the naked lady runs away. And Diabla saw all this on the helmet cam, so she's making her way into the ship, and the zombies just hold up the naked lady and feed them to their sharks. They like hold her over a tank and they
Well,
jump
how
and
come
bite.
that water isn't frozen?
It's a great question. I don't know.
I'm going to add this for the listeners again. We have no idea. This is a disclaimer from Nick and Andy.
Yeah.
What's going on? If you watch this, you might see an entirely different movie, maybe one with Muppets and unicorns and fairy tale mountains. I don't know, but this is what we saw, and we're doing our best. And yeah, like Andy said, Boob Girl is fed to the sharks. It's quite a scene.
Yeah.
3 big chomps out of her body.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty graphic. And so now Diabla is made her way to the ship. She's fighting off Nazi zombies, right?
Yeah, she's a great fighter.
Yes.
She's killing all these Nazi zombies. She finds hundreds of them like hanging from various hoses and apparatus.
What is that?
That's they're getting like this serum pumped into their backs that brings them to life.
Yeah, okay.
So it's this big I don't know complex of all these soldiers that are getting pumped up full of this blue serum that brings them brings them back as zombies. Anyway, she just sees it all, and the fleet of sky sharks comes back to the ship and flies in like a landing deck or whatever. They land, and when Diablo comes gets out there, I don't know, Dr. Klaus is seeing this on satellite and says, my past is finally catching up with me, and she gets jumped by the lead like zombie female
who looks kind of like her, blonde hair, blue eyes. It's kind of interesting,
and stabs her in the chest with a syringe.
She got that serum from a shark, though.
Yeah,
she pulled the serum out of a shark and then injected it into Diablo. And
so she's not down. I mean, she fights her way out.
And she's able to skip. And does the ship go back in the crater?
It's like the ship, it's
because we see it later, so I don't know where it goes.
The ship like sinks, it goes invisible and sinks down into this crack in the ice.
Yeah.
And at the same time, some sharks take off again and they go invisible too. And Diablo jumps from the ship as it's cracking down into the ice, and she's hanging on with her ice hooks as the ship sinks. And
we cut to a weird commercial, a pro-America commercial propaganda.
Yeah.
Richter Technology, a corporate conglomerate that protects the people.
Yeah.
Notice they give a black child blue eyes.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, because I don't know if that was kind of because these movies are deep.
Yeah.
I mean, movies
so
are
the
really
kids got good genes. Oh, hot topic.
Hot topic right now, yeah.
We were talking about Nazis, so let's talk about eugenics.
Let's talk about, was it for Hot Topic or American Eagle?
American Eagle.
I thought it was. Yeah. I thought you were talking about
not Hot Topic. No, it is a hot topic, like in the discussion.
This movie's already confusing enough.
Yeah, I know.
But this movie is deep. It's gonna. It really does bring the world together, much like Shark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
This is just pretty much reminds me of Starship Troopers. We get commercials like this for Richter Technology throughout the movie.
Yeah. Diablo wakes up in a hospital bed with her sister Angelique there. We got Dr. Klaus or Dr. Richter injecting himself some more too to stay young, I guess, or stay the same age. Diablo has some problems in the shower. Maybe she's turning into a zombie. We don't know. All this is a very stylistic, weird between scenes.
It's a montage.
Because Angelique's lifting weights.
Yeah, she doesn't have good form.
No, and the Richters they gather for dinner. Dr. Richter and his two daughters.
And we want to learn about your past, Papa. So this is where we learn about Project Himmelhorst.
Big flashback.
Yeah, big flashback to Nazi Germany. Was the brain child of Nazi scientist Der Hamler. They needed effective super weapons.
Yeah.
I think a German high commander is going to see Dr. Hamler and say, listen, we need your help because we're effectively losing the war and we need big weapons.
That's more or less.
There's a blonde. Did you notice there's another blonde person in the back? And I wonder if that's the blonde zombie. I kind of started thinking about that because
could be.
I think that's a little Easter egg. I don't know if the people are too smart enough to maybe
they never really make the connection directly, but
I just kind of saw that. But the dude Dr. Hamler is dictating a letter to, I think, Hitler.
I think so. Yeah. He's trying to
hey, we got it. We're good.
I got a weapon for you.
Yeah.
With whatever this high general visits him, he does a slideshow and we get the whole backstory of what's going on.
Yes.
We get the backstory of K7B, which is a compound that you inject into dead soldiers. It reanimates them. It turns the females into zombies. It turns the men into like unstoppable killing machines.
So are all the zombies females?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
But it's unclear. But but really what they're trying to do is they're saying like, yeah, we have a bunch of dead soldiers who die on the battlefield. We can bring them back and they'll continue to fight for us with this K7B stuff. Coupled with the jet propulsion technology that the Germans have that's superior, placed on sharks, they will be unstoppable in the air.
Okay, what did this come into? Like, what the fuck?
It was all part of it.
I know, I saw it, but it made me laugh. Like a second watch, I'm like, yeah, we created zombies. Oh, and flying sharks too.
Yeah, but we can all, I mean, I think part of this is historically accurate in that the Germans did have some superior technology as far as tanks and maybe some jet propulsion and things like that was superior technology. It's just, they didn't come up with the bomb first and the Americans did. So in any case, like, yeah, they figure sharks were the best for the jet propulsion because sharks are aerodynamic.
Yeah, makes sense. I get it.
And so we come back to the present. Dr. Richter explains that the big warship Hammerschlag or whatever it is, ended up being a failure and froze in the Arctic or whatever. I'm never really clear on how that ship wound up frozen in the Arctic. Were you?
No.
I never really figured out how that
happened.
happened.
Because they said they were going to Argentina, and so later in the movie,
and they're going to flee when the war. It ended up all being a failure. Dr. Richter explains that they would have been unstoppable, except it all ended up being a failure. And we get another quick flashback to 1945. Where Dr. Hamler and Dr. Richter had their falling out. Dr. Richter ended up getting shot, but he injected himself with the K7B in order to stay alive. And I guess Hamler ended up, I don't know, getting away and getting killed or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, he ended up dying. And then Richter explains that through Operation Paperclip, that's what brought him to America at the end of the war to work for the military.
Taking the best scientists from the German army.
That is a real thing.
Yeah.
Operation Paperclip was a real thing where we brought Nazi scientists over here to the U.S. and had them work at NASA, Jet Propulsion Laboratories, stealth technology, other shit like that. That was a real thing. The United States government employed former Nazi scientists for their technological know-how.
I mean, I sometimes believe that it must be tough because you're like forced into worshiping someone. I mean, we're having it now, like people that would fight for Hitler. They were just a scientist. They're. I mean, it's a dictatorship. You're forced to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Did they buy in, or were they? Did they say like, okay, we'll work for the U.S. as long as you don't, kill us for being horrible war criminals. Don't execute us for our war crimes. We'll come work for you and give you that advanced German technology. So a lot of the rocket ship shit that we have today is based on the science of Nazis.
I did hear about this Argentina conspiracy too, where Hitler went to Argentina.
Oh, a lot of Nazis fled to Argentina. There's small towns in Argentina where they're all blonde and blue-eyed. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Creepy shit, man.
It is nuts. So that's where the Dr. Hamler wants to go take off to. He wants to save his project as much as he can.
Yeah.
But back to the Project Paperclip with the
Dr. Richter.
Dr. Richter. Right now we have a problem in current United States. Sharks are flying in the sky with zombies on them.
He explains that he tried to tell the Americans about all this, but they didn't believe him.
Nope.
Obviously. And his daughters now have trouble trusting him.
Yep.
But breaking news. The sky sharks are attacking cities in Europe.
Attacking, not just flying in the sky, they're coming in.
Yeah. They're biting people off the streets and shit from the air.
All over the world, sky sharks are attacking cities. It's chaos.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know if that's how you can describe chaos, but that's exactly what it is. I have a question. Why stop flights? That seems important, but it's not just the skies. The sharks are attacking the skies. They're attacking the earth.
Well, the plot's a little weak on this, but that's what Dr. Richter says. Time to strike back.
Yes.
And he gets his daughter, Angelique. He lists off a whole bunch of people that she should, get a hold of. This person, that guy. I hate him. My friend Frost. Get a bunch of people on the horn.
CIA, Japanese shark expert, a French person, just a bunch of people.
Just a bunch of high-powered people on the phone. And that's where we have Tony Todd, who's awesome, R.I.P., but he's in this movie.
Yeah, he plays like a pissed-off
American general.
Fight. Yeah, let's fight those fucking catfish.
So they coordinate some sort of multinational offensive. They're going to ground all the planes, and they'll use a military plane to lure the sharks. And if they can disrupt the sky sharks' sonar pulses, they can keep them from going invisible, cloaking. And the one guy's like, fuck Congress, fuck the president, let's just do it. Man, I love living in a democracy.
Yeah, this is crazy too, though, if you think about it, Andy, because the airports around the countries are being closed. You have travelers that are pissed off that are still going to wait in the airports.
Right.
Hopefully their flight will be cleared soon. The economies are being destroyed, as we learned by the great reporter Harold Everton, who gave a great report on the economies failing, and we needing answers from the president. We just got a montage of different airports of people waiting, cancellation signs, and chaos is still happening in the skies, yet people are still waiting in the airport. Who is the fucking French air marshal and his partner?
I don't know.
He's a pissed off black French guy.
Yep.
Who's like, I'm the best air marshal. I'm the best air marshal.
We will send French pilots, and the other dude's like, U.S. pilots are better.
No, I'm talking about the one that's in the airport that's waiting.
Oh, yeah, he's just an air marshal. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Sorry,
yeah, that was just random characters. They were getting ready. They wanted to go on a plane.
Okay.
And they were just talking with each other. All right. One's an air marshal and one's a lady who's just like, yeah, I want to get home too.
I thought air marshals weren't supposed to say they were air marshals.
It's a great point. They're not really supposed to.
Anyway, this is what I found out in the second watch.
Yes.
They need to bait the sky sharks, so they let one flight clear. So
clear one flight to go from what?
Nice, France
to New York.
New York. That, I mean, they're sending these people to their deaths.
Yes. Or they're trying to stop the sharks before those people die, I guess.
I don't know, but that's the only reason, because they know the sky sharks will attack.
Acceptable tactical losses, I suppose. Meanwhile, Dr. Richter quietly is clandestinely passing around like an antidote to that K7B. You know, there's like shows some people handing around a big yellow suitcase. That's
because he wants to save his daughter.
Save his daughter because he knows his daughter's been infected. So
I don't understand too. Real quick, I want to bring up something too. If you were waiting in an airport and you heard about all these sky sharks and not only attacking the sky but attacking the ground, these people are eagerly waiting to get on their flight. They're like happy. They're like woohoo. I would be like, I'm cool, man. I'm not gonna fly for a little bit.
It's really strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like right after September 11th, people were like, it'd be like going, "Let's go, let's get on the plane." You know, it's like, wait a minute, something horrible happened. Do you really want to do that? But I mean, statistically, it's probably the safest time to fly. But whatever. Yeah, I digress.
But I still just think like with the sky sharks, it's like I feel like I could be like, that trip to Hot Springs can wait.
Exactly.
You know, so
well, in any case. One flight gets the green light, and they start boarding.
This is where all the fun begins.
So that plane's bait, and the military team is going to strike in their military plane. They're going to let go of their sonar pulse that disrupts the shark's cloaking ability. I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth.
I know, right? Some of the scene on the airplane is kind of. I thought though that dumb French guy is like, "Stewardess, tell the pilot to speed up the plane. It feels like it's going slow."
More wacky characters.
Yeah, and there's a horny couple. They want to go join the Mile High Club.
Yep.
It's always an old bald guy and a hot blonde girl.
You're right.
And I also love in this scene that the lady's reading the Trump. It's the Time magazine. It's called Time, and it's Trump on the cover. But they give him the shadow, gives him a Hitler mustache.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Jody pointed that out to me first watch, and then I definitely saw it second watch.
This is from 2020.
Yeah.
Well,
2022, I thought.
The zombies attack. Is this? Yes, 2020.
Okay, thanks.
2022 was last week, I think. The zombies attack. And how they first attack this plane, Nick, was cool because they sort of drill into the top of the plane and they shoot a periscope down into the plane, and it goes through the top of the head of that guy who's banging his girlfriend in the bathroom.
Another fuck kill.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, and it is. It's creative because they're just trying to use it as like a video, see what's going on in the plane.
Right. His head splatters apart, getting blood all over her. She turns around and sees his head all cracked apart with a periscope looking at her, and she screams bloody murder. And you're right. The zombies are looking around through the plane with this periscope.
It's another chaotic.
It's insane.
Yeah, this is my scene. Like if this is a Dick kill shots, if you will. I love this. Very reminiscent to Ghost Ship. One zombie shark launches a harpoon. One zombie Nazi riding a shark. Jesus, launches a harpoon arrow through the front of the plane, and the
other side.
Yeah, and it goes all the way through the plane, and it attaches itself to another Nazi zombie on his shark.
Yes.
So it's like a barbed wire rope through
the plane.
Through the plane. So the sharks that hold up their hand, they break their sharks, sending as the plane moves forward, the barbed wire just starts cutting open the plane like a fucking tin can.
It's awesome.
And decapitates just.
Oh yeah. Cutting apart anything and anyone that gets in their way.
Yeah, I mean, top of heads are flying off.
So you have this cool CG shot of just this from the wire's point of view going through all these people and their brains.
Fucking rad.
Lots and lots of blood.
It is very cool. Definitely CGI, but still, nonetheless, it's.
That's why kill count's impossible.
I know.
That's like there are dozens of people getting killed in this section of the plane.
And meanwhile, the team of Nazi fighters, the people that are going to fight these Nazi zombies, are making their approach a little too late, if you ask me, Andy.
I think so. They didn't really save many lives there.
No, they did not.
Nick. But they get their military plane pulse ready, and they fire the pulse. The top part of the plane ends up falling off, like where the barbed wire cut.
Yeah, what a terrifying flight.
And so people are flying out. People are flying out the top of the plane into the air.
Shit.
Sharks are catching them in the sky and eating them. They fire their pulse to try to disrupt the shark's cloaking ability. It doesn't work. The sharks end up mutating and get stronger, actually. Oh, shit. One of the guys on the team of scientists in the military plane gives Angelique the K7B antidote. It says, like, K7B connects everything. You know, your father predicted something like this might happen. Take this, give it to your sister if she starts to turn. Angelique radios her father, Dr. Richter, on the ground and says, like, it was never your intention to, like, save these people. And he's like, I promise I'm going to retire once this is all over.
Yeah, he's just admitting, like, was he using it to save his daughter, or?
I don't know, but he says the K7B connects anything that's infected. They're with Diablo being so close, the other zombies, they want her to join them.
Yes.
So they're evil being so close. She's going to turn. You got to be careful. Meanwhile, in the ocean, all the way down below all this, in the ocean, we see that huge ship floating past another small little boat on its way to New York City. The Himmelfaust, or whatever it's called.
Yes.
The big fist in front. It's steering towards New York City. And Dr. Klaus gets all the high-powered people again on the phone, and he explains the pulse didn't work. And this Coast Guard says the Himmelfaust is on its way to New York. They're going to kill me because I'm the creator of this whole thing, and I'm the only one who can make an antidote. And that's when he tells another story, a flashback.
Yeah, because it's like, real quick, though. I know we're moving quick, but I mean...
Okay.
Yeah, I want to jump back a little bit.
Okay.
Angelique is slowly turning. And
that's Diablo who's
Diablo,
turning.
sorry.
Yeah.
And Angelique has, with his dad saying, hey, you have to protect your sister.
Yeah.
That boat with the iron fist, or the fist on it, that's moving towards New York, it's now on water. It was under ice.
Yep.
And it's full of sharks and baby zombie Nazis, I guess. Because it wants to kill the doctor, because it's like, we got to kill our papa. The sharks are, to defending themselves, are becoming more Nazier and a little bit more stronger because they mutate to defend themselves. Okay, then what's gonna beat this? Project Dead Flesh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where Dr. Richter gets all the other high-powered people that he had before on the phone again. He explains that the sonar pulse didn't work.
Yep.
Since that ship's headed to New York to supposedly kill him and take over the world, he said our last hope is Project Dead Flesh, a way to remotely pilot zombies through the use of that K7B serum. They get another flashback.
Yeah, and it was a war in Vietnam. They realized hey, we're going to kill some of these Vietnam Charlies.
Some Viet Cong,
and we're going
make them into zombies.
And then we're going to send out this project, Dead Flesh, of the creature we call Damien.
Which Damien's a big, tough zombie that they decided they can remotely control by hooking up a living soldier's brain to the zombie's brain, to Damien, and they can control him, So they were testing it. And what happened was the connection, I guess the adrenaline and stuff, the guy piloting Damien the zombie, was too much, and the connection was broken, and the super soldier zombie just ended up killing everybody. I thought that was cool. He's choking guys out with their own intestine.
Yeah,
he rips the intestines out of one guy, and he's choking another guy with it.
Yeah, and he's sitting on a pile of dead bodies, and he's using their ears as a necklace.
Yeah.
And then he's and it's Born to Kill, and then he with blood writes in Reborn to Kill.
Reborn to Kill.
Yep.
So Dr. Richter explains, I understood after all that was over, it was a failure, but I understood the key. You have to override the will of any individual using modern nanotechnology, which we have nowadays. And he says, I am K7B. He's been injecting himself for years probably. So he's got all kinds of K7B in his system. And he loads up his own remote control headset.
And I'm like,
and his own remote control Sky Shark. And he fires up his computer, and you could see somewhere in some warehouse, who knows where, there's a tank that slowly opens up. You don't know what it is, but it's his own remotely controlled Sky Shark that he's piloting through this Operation Dead Flesh. Meanwhile, the Sky Sharks are attacking the military plane now, and Diabla ends up turning into a zombie.
She's becoming one of the zombies, and
so they're trying to fight off zombies that are attacking the plane, and they're fighting Diabla as she's beating him up too as a Nazi zombie.
Angelique runs to grab the antidote.
Yeah.
Angelique looks like Angelique isn't going to live because Diablo approaches her and is about to shoot her, but her head turns like sister. But then she shoots the gun, but it's blank. I mean,
Doesn't work. I don't know.
Doesn't work, but Angelique is able to kind of do a little scoop-de-boop and get the serum in her neck.
Stabs her in the neck. We get the cool computer generation of blood cells being transformed back to normal, and Diabla ends up being okay. But outside,
outside shit's going down.
Shit's going down.
Hold on.
In the sky.
Yeah. So, Professor or Doctor Richter is now on a megalodon.
He's piloting it remotely.
Yeah, like a video game.
It's a giant megalodon. It's like bigger than the plane.
Yeah.
Like as one of the Sky Sharks is about to, I don't know, shoot or take somebody down, this huge set of teeth chomps down and eats this shark. So they reveal he's piloting like an enormous, like 100-foot long, giant megalodon shark flying through the air. That's what he's remotely piloting. And he's got guns mounted on it, so he's shooting the other Sky Sharks. He's chomping them, you know, and it's just chaos, which was crazy. So Angelique manages to cure her sister. Dr. Richter's eating up all the other smaller Sky Sharks.
And he's shooting them. Sharks are falling down from the sky.
Yeah, and we get like the pilot, I think, of this military plane finally says like, danger averted. Every zombie is dead. It just
How is that?
happened to
what
win.
What happened to that boat?
I don't know.
There's a million fucking zombies in there just waiting to fucking...
So I loved it because Dr. Richter takes off his headset back at base or wherever he is. I guess he's just going to leave that giant megalodon flying around.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No further remote control. I don't need to land this.
Yeah.
I just take off my headset. That's over. And the girls, his daughters call him on the remote control and say, like, we're ordering seafood pizza. What do you like? You know, and he's like, huh?
They're like, he must be getting old.
He must be getting old.
Classic where let's laugh after millions of people just have died.
Right.
So, innocent children, kids, people are like,
disaster averted after lots of death.
Let's have sushi.
And we get a shot of Dr. Richter smoking a stogie, looking out at the city as the sun comes up. And they roll credits, but we do get a mid-credit scene.
I just wrote it's a teaser.
And I think that's from the ship, because they obviously didn't close that loop. The ship, the hammer ship, is, I think there's a lady there, like not a zombie. She's a German lady announcing the rise of the Fourth Reich. And there's just row upon row of Nazi zombies on the ship. Like, yeah, dude, this giant-ass ship's coming to the... Like, we didn't stop this thing.
We didn't stop the ship.
And then we get, it looks like they're preparing to invade. And then we get the rest of the credits. Except all the way at the end.
The video game for Sky Frogs.
Sky Frogs. Yeah, it's a cool ad for Sky Frogs with the topless woman.
Yeah, it's great. So the credits are rolling.
That was quick, man. It's like 40 minutes. We made it through the movie.
That's crazy. And I thought it was going to be like one of those long ones.
No, because there's so much that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was kind of going, you get the idea. It's Nazi zombies riding sharks that can fly in the sky.
Great movie.
America has to stop them.
Yep. America's the only one that can stop them.
Yes, with some help some French people and a Japanese shark expert.
Exactly.
On a scale of 6 Nazi zombie boobs to 12 Nazi zombie boobs, what would you give this?
8.
Me too.
The gore, the creative kills.
I couldn't follow the story.
The story's too hard to follow, and too many flashbacks.
There's too much. Yeah, there's too much going on. Even at an hour and 42 minutes. Yeah. I mean, they couldn't get it in. So
it's just like they try like the sonar pulse. They're like, okay, we're gonna disrupt the shark's cloaking ability, and then we'll just have good old-fashioned air, pilots shoot them down.
It's a little.
Well, it didn't work. Well, let me tell you about this other operation that we did where we remotely controlled. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're like, oh, we had this other solution that we didn't bring up until now.
That's a whole other podcast of like, even with the one we did last week.
Shark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, like the whole, like because we started talking about that, the holes. I think there's probably more in this. I mean,
lots of holes in this one.
Nick, you're talking about holes in a movie that has Nazi zombies in it.
I didn't mention directed by Mark Fess.
Did we even do the
Fehse?
I don't even think we did the.
No, we did Cliff Kill Notes.
No, 2020, 1 hour 42 minutes.
Yeah.
We didn't do that.
Oh well.
That's why, because that's why I said I didn't know what date it was. I said 2000. You went, no, that was the last one.
Let me tell you guys, this one is loaded with just stuff that doesn't matter. But we just gave you the main plot points of the movie. The zombie sharks are somehow defrosted, unthawed, whatever, in the ice. They start attacking. They're like, holy shit, we got to stop them. They try to stop them with a sonar pulse. It doesn't work. Then they're like, we'll try to remotely control a giant megalodon, flying megalodon shark, kills them all. But it didn't answer the question of how do we stop the Nazi zombies that are on a boat floating towards New York City.
That said, next to kill count, I wrote LOL.
Oh, yeah. There's no way to do a kill count.
LOL kill count.
We're talking hundreds of people. Hundreds of people dead.
I mean,
there was at least 164 from that first plane crash alone.
And then the second plane crash alone. I mean,
second plane crash, plus whatever people got killed in the cities in the background while the newscasts were getting
There's probably one
killed.
of the most kills. I mean, I can't think of a movie, we did that with Blood Diner. That was
so much death.
Definitely more than Blood Diner. It was definitely more. But again, we definitely would recommend it. Just again, I think I say again a lot.
You do, but that's okay.
Wow, thanks for making me feel better.
I didn't know I was making what. It's okay.
Okay. No, but for real, again, plot points to be laughed at. Sit around with your friends at a party.
Yep.
And watch the movie. Have some laughs. We don't have much going on for the rest of the month. We do need to take a little break in September because spooky season's going to be coming up soon. And then, as much as we love Christmas too, so we like to take a little break. September, we have Milwaukee Horror Con that we're going to be at.
Yep.
And a lot of stuff happening with Murder Cabin, fingers crossed.
We are trying to line up an interview for next episode with an horror author named DJ Slater. He's got a soon-to-be-released horror novel called Legend Has It. It's about 6 college friends who find a fabled haunted house attraction in Mukwonago, Wisconsin.
Nice.
Once inside, they realize the threats are real and must endure 10 floors of sheer terror to reach the exit. And he's got a lot going on. So we're going to talk to, if we can get the scheduling to work, we'll talk to DJ about that novel and so much more. He's got a lot to say about horror. And that'll be on a future episode. But I would say watch the social media. /U_podcast on Instagram, /U podcast on Facebook. You can check out the website /UPodcast.com where I'll update what's happening in our next several episodes and beyond. And this has been a wonderful end to another year of Shark Week, Nick, don't you think?
Yeah, it's my favorite time of the year. I was just looking at the guy who played the fucking Richter.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a different dude.
Oh,
that's well, anyway. That's Jan Birch, who plays Godfrey Graves.
Yes.
See, I thought that was another guy further down in the credits. There's Rolf Richter. There's like, this is definitely a big German cast, so what a cool movie. This is a short episode this week, my friend.
Yeah, it's cool, though. We do give ourselves a little time. Maybe give themselves some time back. Maybe you thought, I'm going to be listening to these fuckwads for another 20 minutes.
Nope.
No, you got some time back.
The movie's over.
Remember when teachers, did we mention that? Teachers would say, like, here.
Give you some time back?
Yeah, it's like a 5 minutes.
They do that at work, too. We're going to end this Zoom call early and give you a few minutes back. Well, thanks.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Hang up and go back to my emails.
Go back to my anime porn.
Right.
As always, this has just been a blast.
It's been a blast. Thank you so much. What a great week. I don't know. Nothing else. Tell your friends about the show. That's how we grow and get better.
Please.
That's about all I can say. So we'll be back next time. Until then, class dismissed.
See ya.